J and K, J and K, K and J, K and J.
What's up, guys?
What's good?
What's up? What's up?
What's good?
So what's up?
What's good? Cause you guys are street.
Ministries.
Yes,
guys. Look at this shirt. You see this?
Y'all, we got shirts. It says #CGSM. Christian Gangsta Street
Ministries.
Booyah. So y'all, first of all, what's good?
What's going on?
So we told y'all we was gonna come back with another video
Mhm.
cause you know what today is. Today is Monday.
Monday. Oh.
Hopefully y'all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day today. Hopefully you didn't do nothing, you ain't had no business doing.
Yes,
Hopefully you was drinking wine and not other
or
stuff.
sizzling water. Sparkling.
Y'all heard
water.
that? Y'all heard that? But yeah, so you guys, we're glad to be here with you guys today. Definitely been a great day. Kayla, what was your day like today?
My day was super relaxed, only because like I'm always doing something. Either I'm writing or I'm working or something. So I was like, today I'm boxed to rest, and that's what I did.
Y'all, it's important, especially us busybodies. It's important to rest, y'all.
Yes.
We have to rest. The Lord rest after creating the world. Seventh day was the seventh day.
Yeah, he
He
did.
rest.
He was like, wait a minute now.
Right. So let's go ahead and rest in Him. You know,
Rest, get that peace,
just
peace of mind. Watch some good movies. Movies, let me tell you, movies or a good book will always ease your mind. So
That's true.
Definitely do that.
so. So yeah, the main purpose of this video, we wanted to show you guys the t-shirts.
Yeah, the t-shirt.
Talk about it.
Well, really, right now, so we're just trying out different things. Supporting my good friend from college, and she decided to make this t-shirt for us. And even on the back, do we pause it up? Just turn it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn around. Get down there. Yeah, Kayla. Get down there.
Can they see it?
Disciple K. Mine say Disciple J. I ain't getting no of these though. Not right now.
But yeah, so so we're doing like trial and error, but we really do need a logo.
For real.
We need a logo. We need a design, and I'm not a design person. So if somebody is very talented, they can definitely hit us up on the CGSM page, or hit me up on my personal page or on her personal page.
Please.
We need a design. We need something.
Y'all, like we've been talking this through, and like don't get me wrong, we've talked about a couple of different things. We're artistic, but not in the drawing realm.
Absolutely
okay?
not.
So that being said, knowing what our ministry is,
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
go
know.
ahead and ask somebody else in
That
that
ain't
ministry.
it.
Amen.
That ain't
We're
it.
gonna go ahead and bless somebody else and ask them to
Please.
help us. We could be a blessing to them, they be a blessing back to us. So
Yes.
if you guys know somebody, or if you are somebody who is really talented and creative when it comes to drawing, fine arts, all that good stuff,
Hit us up.
please hit us up. Let us know if you would like to help us. Please.
Yes,
please
man.
help
We
us.
just need a simple design, man.
Just
something
something
that
simple.
looks good,
Yeah.
and that we can certify as our own logo.
For real.
So
And especially if you're okay with that as well, making
Mhm.
sure that that's something that you would be okay with, whomever you are.
Mhm.
We definitely feel like God will, help us across paths with somebody to be able to get it done.
Yeah.
But we wanted to talk to you guys about it too, because maybe y'all are that person across the path.
Yeah,
So,
it's dozens of people out there. I know y'all looking at these videos, and
Right.
so I know somebody can help us out. So
please.
yeah,
So yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys. We want to go ahead and say thank you for that in advance.
Mhm.
For whomever it is that may be able to offer that service for us.
Yep.
We definitely appreciate you. May God bless you.
absolutely.
And so yeah, that was one of the reasons we wanted to come.
Yeah.
Second reason, episode 2 of Life with Hart.
Life with Hart, y'all.
So you guys, as I already told y'all last episode.
So,
So, our friend Guy, we got to sit down and talk with him and just talk about a couple of different things. The conversation was so juicy, we couldn't help but to post it and talk about it with you guys.
I ain't want to cut out nothing.
Man.
Nothing.
Like
Man.
that conversation took me from, being high to,
Whoa!
man,
You
let me tell y'all,
like-
this man is so wise, like wise beyond his years, man. God has definitely placed a word within him, And we're just so thankful that God allowed us to be able to have this friendship with him and him to be comfortable with talking to us about everything that we talked about.
Yeah.
And so honestly, you guys, it's been a blessing.
And honestly, I feel like it gave us some type of hope too, because like a lot of times us as like Christian women, it's like, where are the Christian men at? Like, where are the true diehard Christian men?
Absolutely.
And so us seeing him, it's like, okay. I mean, and don't get us wrong, we've seen other Christian men, but it's like, okay, you're one Christian man, but where the rest of them at?
Exactly.
So
like, where your partner
yeah, we your friend. You got a brother.
I'm hoping your friend on the same level you is, baby boy.
Yeah, but it definitely gave us some hope, and hopefully they give y'all some hope, where you women out there, for you to see like there are actually some really good men out there who have the same standards that God lists for a godly man, and for he's going to be an excellent husband in the future. We don't know who his future wife is, but you will be blessed for sure.
For real. Hopefully it's one of y'all ladies out here.
You never know.
Holla at your boy Hart, because he might do something. So hopefully, you know, Hart can do something for you.
Yes.
You know, you feel me?
Give you that wisdom.
Some, you feel me? But now, you guys, I mean, really in this episode, we're talking about a lot of different things. One of the main things, though, that we did go ahead and hit on is men being in the church.
Yes.
So, God, this man really opened our eyes to like, dang, yo. Like, we didn't really think it was that deep. I didn't think it was that deep.
Yeah, some of the stuff that he said, I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, you're seeing it from a different perspective, and we appreciate that, because we need a man's perspective. We only have a woman's perspective right now of different things. So, yeah.
But yeah, y'all, we just coming at y'all with some good stuff, you feel me? Just wanting to make sure y'all know we out here, we on the grind, we in these streets for the Lord.
For sure.
You hear me?
We grinding, y'all. We're really working hard on some things. But I think it's important for us to also just say that you have to be patient with us, and we have to be patient with us, because we only been going hard for like 3 months, two, 3 months. It's only been 3 months, so we know people that have been working at their brand and their ministry for years. So it's like, look, we're committed to this thing, and we're trying to bring everything we can to y'all with the quality. So
it's gonna be dope, you guys. We really appreciate you guys. We appreciate y'all's patience. Again, y'all, if y'all are being able to receive anything from these videos, make sure you share it to your friend. Help your friend learn, homie.
Yeah. And comment. Like, we've been having some really great people comment on our stuff, and we really appreciate you for that. So please keep commenting, letting us know that you're actually watching it and that you're enjoying it. So
for real, man, it would definitely mean a lot. It's really helpful too. And I mean, if there's anything that you guys may see that we can maybe do better, like if there's a certain lighting issue in the video where it's like, or you can't really hear us, if we need to enunciate, help us, because we want to be able to make sure that y'all getting this message.
We swinging it right now. we ain't got no special lights, no special cameras, no nothing. Okay, we're swinging it. So
hey, look, what we got, we making it work.
We make it work.
That's all we can do, man. Yeah. But hey, so I don't want to hold y'all up much longer, y'all. So before we get into the video, before I pass it on over, we do need to pray. I know we done prayed today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't know if y'all have. So before we get in the video, y'all, we're going to go ahead and pray real fast. We're going to go ahead and let Kelly hit this prayer up. You feel me? Because, yeah, so.
I only do that, y'all, because I think I be messing up when I be doing my prayers.
You be doing awesome.
But,
the Lord hears you. You be ushering us into the Holy Spirit. That's all we need.
I'll try.
All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and pray.
Bow your head, close your eyes. Lord, I want to thank you for bringing us here together and letting them see this video, God. I ask that you please let this video minister to their heart, their minds, their bodies, and their souls, God, so that they can take anything that is in this video and apply it to their life, God. Let them see and understand your word and hear our hearts in this video. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Yo, that was good, pal. You did good, pal.
I tried. I was like, don't let me mess up. Don't let me...
Hey y'all, see now I gotta say this. Prayer ain't gotta be perfect. You talking to the
You're
Lord.
right, but when you got other people watching, that is a new pressure. That's a new level of pressure.
What's that? What's the power of pressure?
Yeah, man, that's real. That's a real element.
But it's okay. You ain't out here to perform.
You're right, but at the same time, I know people gonna be like,
Y'all better not judge our sister, man. Don't judge our sister, y'all.
No, it's just an internal thing. We all have some insecurities. I'm working on it. So
you know, we getting better, slowly but surely. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all. So we appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Comment, subscribe, like, share, and hit the
Comment.
notification bell.
Oh yeah, notification.
But all right, y'all. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We're gonna go ahead and push y'all on over to the video so y'all can be able to get at it again. So without further ado, here we go to the video. Life with Hart. Life with Hart.
All right. Peace out. We definitely needed a man's perspective because honestly, we don't have a lot of men in the church. Like it's women are outgrowing men, and it's like for us, it's hard because it's like where are the godly men at? You know, and it could be that they just don't have the proper leaders to look at. And so now we need to get young men like you out to say, okay, there are men of God, and hey, maybe you can talk to him type thing. So we need that.
No, and that's the thing, and that's something that God has me in this season too, showing me. So there's this men's Bibles, a men's group I'm a part of, and we're reading this book called Wild at Heart. And pretty much it's kind of like most men are not in the church because the enemy has done a great deal to pretty much prohibit men from finding who they are in the God nature. You know what I'm saying? Even there's so much stuff I learned, and you know what I'm saying, even if I do go to church, it's like, why do, you know, men at church or people in church and they have a frown on their face? Like, this is supposed to be a time of happiness. This is supposed to be a time of reunion, you know what I'm saying? And, but most men who do go to church, you see them miserable, you see them this, that, their hearts are not awakened. Their hearts are not awakened into the sense of who Jesus really is, because we all have our perception of who Jesus is. A lot of people sees him as this gentle, kind, loving person who he is, but they don't understand he's also the lion. They don't understand that he's also the guy that had time to build a whip and tell people out. If you see, there's certain things I read and the way Jesus told him, I'm like, well, dang. It was almost like he said, how much more longer I'm gonna have to be around you sinful people? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the image that I see in media. But you know what I'm saying? So first, we have to break, like you said, those scales. He had to show me, okay, that's their image of me. Let me show you who I truly am, and understand that I am both the lion and the lamb. This is the same Jesus who let another man lay on his chest. The same Jesus who was like, you know what I'm saying, with everyone who tried him, he had a rebuttal. He was able to.
Jesus was petty. I ain't gonna lie, Jesus was petty. Like, there are things in there you're like, that's something we would say today. Like, there was one instance in the Bible where there were some men that, of course, there were always men that was trying to prove
trying to get him
right. And then they was like, they asked Jesus, so they was like, who is your God? And Jesus was like, well, who is yours? I mean, like, who do you call? Like, and then they had to go in the corner to discuss it, and they was like, well, we ain't gonna tell you. And then he was like, well, so am I. I ain't gonna tell you either. So I'm like, bro, like, you ain't telling me, I ain't gonna tell you. So, man, Jesus is funny. He's humorous. He has humility. He's cried. You know, and people don't understand, like, Jesus was a real person. Even though Jesus was just, you know, God's physical form of God. You know, but, man, he was real. He was real.
He was real. And that's what, if men, and that's, I don't know if that's something God's going to play me into, but I know that's one of the things in that men's group that we have learned, that's why a lot of men don't go to church. You know, most men, they're either over aggressive and they got this poser side, this facade of I have to have everything together, or they're not initiated enough so they don't make a decision. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, I asked one thing, God, and he answers. I said, God, give me spiritual eyes, give me eyes to see what it really is. You can look at people and you can tell them where they're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it look good on the outside, but you know, if you look at that man, you can tell, like, again, even when we go to church, it's very broad, it's basic. Oh, hey, how you doing? Everything good, brother, everything good. But he's not knowing that he's going through a divorce right now. He's not knowing that his child's sick. It's just base level rather than, no, we need to go, as your brother in Christ. We have a both journey, but that comes through having a relationship, and that's what we just go to church for 3 songs and a sermon, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So first the church has to awaken, and then but only for it to awaken. And I feel like, I mean, one of the prophetic words that are spoken in the one of the church I work for is that God's going to raise up a new brand of leaders that's that's going to do church different to what church was traditionally known as. I mean, and someone put this in context at the job I worked at. They said, if you had a group of us and we were on an island and the Bible washed up on the island, how would church look like? And he said, I can promise you this, it wouldn't be what you see today. Because, I mean, that was never a thing, you know what I'm saying? I love the church, you know what I'm saying? And it has to be some type of form of it, but again, religion got so involved in it, and legalism got so involved in it, and that keeps, you know what I'm saying, I know for me, a lot of men who didn't want to go to church because they felt like they were going to be judged. They felt like, you know, that's, you know, they're going to get that, you know, and it's like, I get it, because there are people like that, and it mainly comes from that older generation, and it's like, if you already like that, it's like, man, you're not going to get people to come to Christ. I'm not coming if I'm going to feel like you're going to look at and, you know what I'm saying, but it has to be a process. As you open up to people and you just be around someone, people open up to you because they already, there's that trust level. You know what I'm saying? I have friends who reveal things to me. It's like, I didn't really need to know that, but that shows you that they trust me enough to tell me something.
Yeah.
Like, you could have kept it
Real. I'm like, okay, whoa, wow. They didn't know we was going there, but
that escalated quickly.
But that's what we have to, that's what the men in church have to be that. But there's no men who's initially doing it, because I get it. We get so busy in the hustle and bustle. God had to stop focusing on money and focus on how to, you know, save men, open that heart of men. Because again, men, that's all they want. 3 things in a book I'm reading called Wild at Heart I read. It said, man has to have a beauty to rescue, a venture to travel, and a battle to fight. If he doesn't have any of those 3 things, I mean, that's what is the building that's in the, I'm sure there's 3 things for a woman, and there's another book out there, but that is true. I mean, if he doesn't have a battle to fight, because each of us here has a stronghold to take on this earth. You know what I'm saying? There's certain, you know what I'm saying, think about it. Why Holly, you look at the movies and stuff like that, and you get little sprinkles of Jesus here and there, but why is it not, why when we Christians have a movie out, it's not a blockbuster?
Yeah.
You know, because again, legalism comes up, oh, we don't want to have this gore, we don't want to have cussing, but if you read Old Testament, all it is Game of Thrones, basically. But most people don't even want to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? There was, you know, saying death, rapes, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff happened in the Old Testament, we want to pacify it because we want people to see this. No, show them
prettified version of.
Yeah, and it's like, no, people. Yeah. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, the church has to take back the strongholds of all these different cylinders. They call it the 7 Mountain Mandate, but all these different, when it comes to like entertainment industry, when it comes to, you know, say Chick-fil-A, going back with them, they have a stakeholder in that, how a successful fast food franchise that sells excellent food, fast food, and it's great, and yet they have a Christian-based mentality, and that's what we have to do. But again, until the heart of a man is awakened, he'll never reach that, because first he has to understand he's loved. But if he doesn't even understand that, he also has to understand that he needs, other people need him. You know what I'm saying? There's people, you know what I'm saying? If I just base level, say I walk by you and like, he's like, hey, how you doing today? He's like, I'm doing good, but and then stop and don't even talk about him. Like, literally just have a situation. This dude, there was a friend of mine named Jared, older fella. He was in a wheelchair, and he was walking by, and Jared, the dude was like, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. So just walking, dude's like, I'm doing all right. You could tell he wanted to have a conversation with him. In that moment, that's where the battles happen. Jared could either do 2 things right now. He can just like, no, I ain't got time for this. I got other things to do, or I can see what's going on with this man. Talk to the man pour out his heart. He's like, I won't put you in a group where you can be around other Christian men and you can, fellowship and awaken your heart. So he's going to be at a group. But again, it's that initial battle. We so focused on us. You can't get 5-10 minutes of your life just to say, hey, how you doing? Asking someone. That could be that person's day right there. But again, it's awakened. But again, I can't give what I don't have, but until my heart, as for men, until my heart is awakened, I can't go out and save other men. You know what I'm saying? Jesus started his ministry at 30. Why did he start at 30? He had to train. I mean, I'm pretty sure God, we don't know. But gosh, I'm assuming he had him trained in between
Yeah.
the time from teenager, that preparation. He probably reading the books, reading the law. You know what I'm saying? So when they did come at him with a rebuttal, when he did got something in the wilderness, he know what to do. He know what to say. So again, we have to go through that process. But only thing is, you're doing it with a band of brothers, and that's what he did with the disciples. That's what the disciples did when they reached out. It's like, I'm gonna walk with you on this journey. Don't come to me for the answers, because I can't help you. But I can help you get to where you need to be. You know, and that's where men have to understand that concept and not just getting people. We have to find a way. I don't know what the answer is yet, but that's something that's always in my mind. It's like, how do we, and not just men, but more, I say, well, everybody, but men particularly, because again, we're not in the church, but just imagine how radically the church can change if men really were about that life. You know what I'm saying? Man, the church would change.
Different.
It would.
And the ratio. And and honestly, it's just the fact that men no longer know who they are, and I talk about that I read about that a lot. About the roles of a woman or the roles of a man. But honestly, if the man knew who he really was and the power that he has, and the line of how things are supposed to be, where it's God, man, the wife, and then the kids, then you'll understand that everything happens through that line of sponsorship, if you want to think about it like that. But
that's real.
It's real, but I think even if you go further and go back to the beginning of time where it was Adam and Eve, Adam lost his place when Eve even presented him the apple, because she took the authority that Adam was supposed to have. And that's where everything dropped off. And men no longer knew who they were, the things that they were supposed to do. Women got out of line because God said, you know what, you was out of line. So you know what, I'm gonna put that battle there to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
But
so
even
that's why we battle.
Not only just that too, but I think it has to do with vulnerability too. Like a man actually being willing to be vulnerable to even be able to reach out to a brother and say, look, brother, I'm slipping here.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a big deal because there's a lot of pride there too. Because thinking about it, like, okay, if we think about that conversation going back to Adam and Eve, to when he was talking to God, when Adam and God was talking back and forth, and he was like, who told you that? You know, or who said this, or who gave you this? You know? Right. Adam's sitting there like, oh, dang, I was saying, listen to wifey.
That messed up.
Like,
oh, my kids.
So it's like he's in a state of vulnerability. So then after that, he's probably like, I can't let that guard back down. Because wifey done mess me up, so now I gotta make sure I stand strong as a man. But then when you look at modern day men, or at least some modern day men, at least from what I personally see, it's if you will, there's a tough exterior there as to, okay, hey, you can't do this, you can't show emotion, you can't speak on really how you feel or any of that. So then with that being said, and even with little boys being taught, hey, don't cry, don't be a quote unquote punk. I feel like that trickles into manhood too, even when being able to give your life to Christ. Because if you can't be vulnerable to other people, how can you be vulnerable to Christ?
Exactly.
Or vice versa. In that, if you can't be vulnerable to Christ, how do you expect to be vulnerable to other people? Because God really showed you the love that you're supposed to have. If you have real love between God, then you can have real love in the heart of God towards His people.
Absolutely.
So.
That's free. And then, I mean, the book I read called Wild at Heart, and that's what it said, like. And that's where Adam, like you said, I'm glad you brought that up. That's where Adam lost his authority. It wasn't, and that's the thing about it. It didn't really hit. It was a revelation. I learned this year. Like, it wasn't that. Adam was there. You know what I'm saying? He could have, and that's one thing he failed. Men failed women. He could have protected Eve. He could have been like, because again, the thing is, God didn't told Eve. He only told Adam, do not eat the apple. So Eve came and said, hey, I found this apple. Right then, he should have took his authority from. No, God said we don't do that here.
Exactly. But he didn't.
He didn't.
He was.
I don't know what it was.
No. What is the word for it? He wasn't submissive. He was passive.
And that's most men. Most men are passive.
Passive.
Yeah.
Passive in the world with sitting there and just letting things happen to them and just taking it as it is, rather than saying. Being strong in faith and be like, nah, bro, this is not how it's supposed to be. But you're being passive in the world, and just, oh man, it's crazy.
or being passive in the world, or being aggressive to what you want to continue to do,
rather than being submissive to God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's real. These revelations, man. I was speaking with. Oh, we should
I'm
do a
gonna
live.
I'm gonna put all these names of the books in the comments as well,
Please,
because
I
I feel
forget
like
every single one of them.
for real, and I think it's definitely something that a lot of people should read as well.
Yeah.
In conjunction with Bible study, because and one thing that I figured out too, and like for me, example, one book that I'm reading right now is "Gay Girl, Good God" by Jackie Hill Perry, and basically she's a woman who's basically, you might as well say, delivered from homosexuality.
Yeah, I know what you
It's-
did.
Okay, so
Yeah, I know Jack.
I feel like
I heard good things about him though. As
That's
someone,
where
you gotta check him out.
That's where
Apologetics.
apologetics, where I got the idea from, and where God really put it in
Okay.
my heart to really go ahead.
Okay.
Check him out.
Yeah,
Check the man
I heard
out. He
good things
real.
about
They
him.
they got a podcast too,
Okay.
30 Minutes with the Perrys, and so yeah, they talk about a lot of good things there. But
Wonderful.
so ultimately, I feel like when it comes to books like that, books that are dealing with the Christian faith in your walk, I feel like it's always good to have that in conjunction with your Bible study, because it helps to reveal certain things that we're like, dang, I didn't think about it in that way, like offering a new perspective to certain things too. Especially like dealing with devotionals too, you know how they offer that same type of ordeal. So I feel like it's good to have books that offer that too.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all come back for episode 3. Episode 2 is Dunzo. J and K, J and K, K and J, K and J,